Peace, y'all. What's good? It's your brother God Science. I'm up in here. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's been watching my videos, subscribing. I really appreciate y'all. I got to show the love before I get in. Now here we go. I want to make a video real quick and comment on two live streams that I saw by the one and only young Pharaoh. Now, in this live stream, he was going in Islam, a brother by the name of Ben X, that's down with the Nation of Islam. And he went in on Farrakhan, Elijah Muhammad, Farah Muhammad, just Islam, period. Now, if y'all have been watching my videos, the people that do, you know that I came through the nation of gods and earths. And I'm proud to say that because it taught me a lot of things. It taught me about discipline, knowledge of self. It was the beginning, the door that I opened and took coming into consciousness. Now I know I'm not unique in that. A lot of people in the what you would call the conscious community had some type of brushing with the Nation of Islam or the Nation of Gods and Earths. I know a lot of people that had parents that wasn't the Nation of Islam back in the 60s, 70s, even the 50s. I mean, what other powerful group, black organization other than the Nation of Islam exists? Of course, we had, the Morris signed temple with Noble Drew Ali, and no disrespect to them or anything like that, and they did their good, but the Nation of Islam was a very powerful force, and from the Nation of Islam came the Nation of Gods and Earths. That's the foundation of the Nation of Gods and Earths. Now, Father Allah, God bless his soul, build on the lost and found Muslim lessons, which Pharaoh was calling 120, but to correct him, the Nation of Islam don't call their lessons 120. That's more of a Nation of Gods and Earths term of calling the lessons 120, which consists of the Muslim lost and found Muslim lessons. Father Allah added the supreme mathematics, the supreme alphabets, the actual facts, solar facts. This comprised mostly of 120. Or when you really break it down, 120 is basically like life. But I just want to give my 2 cents on it and my experience of Islam. Now, a lot of things that Pharaoh was saying in his, live stream is true. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to sit here because, I had a good experience with Nation of Gods and Earths, Islam, that brand of Islam. And, a lot of stuff that he was talking about is true. Now, when it came to Malcolm X being killed, we know that people of the Nation of Islam was involved. I don't have exhibit proof to say that Louis Farrakhan was involved of killing Malcolm X. I know he even admitted that he added to the atmosphere by his words and his attitude, and he said they were attacking his teacher. Now, even Malcolm X said, if he would kill him if it wasn't true or anything like that. Now, when it comes to the girls, I have to admit, I don't know all the details on that. I've heard things that it was a lie. I've heard things that the girls wasn't even that young. And then I've heard that, he was allowed to have that because of the Muslim laws. I've heard so many things, and I'm not condoning that. I'm not condoning it. But what I'm trying to say is he still did a lot of good. Now, a lot of people pick fun of Farah Muhammad because they say he was white. He was a Jew. Okay, let's just say, for instance, that he was a Jew. He was white. The lessons that he brought, if it was Masonic, I do believe that Elijah Muhammad had a brush with the Masonic. Yes, I do believe that, and he added that to it. But I think it did some good because those lessons created a lot of great men. Malcolm X, the guy that y'all love, who created him? Who got him out of consciousness, into consciousness? It was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and his teachings. Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest boxers, if not the greatest, and what he did outside of the boxing ring, who created that? It was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and his teachings. And these people didn't show a lot of fear. Who created Farrakhan? It was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. My point is, regardless of Farrakhan Muhammad was white or not, did those teachings transform lives? Did it make people better? Did it make people become better people, better husbands, better wives? Now, in any type of organization, you have the motherfucking Hotep niggas, the people that claim to follow the teachings, and they do a lot of sick shit. I have my wife's family was in the Nation of Islam heavy in Newark, and they left because there was a lot of bullshit going on. So I'm not saying that this organization is perfect. Hell no. I do not agree with everything Farrakhan does, the moves that he makes. I don't agree with everything. But then at the same time, I think who was speaking as powerful as him when back in the late 80s, the late 70s, I mean, it was him. He was standing for us and standing for injustice. Back then, who was the Public Enemy sampling his voice in that hip hop era? It was Farrakhan. Farrakhan, he was even brother Sarah Sutton said, he said it himself. He used to be a follower of Farrakhan. He had a powerful voice. Does that mean that he's perfect? Does that mean that every move he make we agree with? Hell no, it's not. But what I'm basically trying to say is, you look at this live stream and it puts the Nation of Islam, that brand of Islam, the whole everything under those teachings, these wicked, evil ass, the most wicked ass organization. This is the perspective you get when you watch Buddha Pharaoh's live streams. And what I'm just trying to say is, there's a lot of good in that, brother. I'm perfect example. This ain't no bullshit. I'm talking from experience, and we know experience knocks all other shit down. You can't tell anybody that, yo, the sun don't shine in the morning. They'll look at you like you're retarded, because every morning they wake up, they see the sun. They experience it with themselves. I studied these lessons. We had to fucking memorize these lessons in the Nation of Gods and Earths. Memorize them, man. And even in the Nation of Gods and Earths, there were people that claimed they were only there because they liked the slang. You know, a lot of people thought the Nation of Gods and Earths was a gang. They liked how the 5%ers used to stand, the way they talked. They had a whole different, a different type of language. They can talk to each other in a language, and if you're not hip to the supreme mathematics or alphabets, you'll be lost. You'll be like, what the hell he said? And a lot of people gravitated to that. So there's always there's knuckleheads in every damn organization, but the majority of it, I've seen people get off drugs from it. I've seen people lives transform from these teachings. So just to slam it down, it's like, I understand. I'm older now. I have a different type of understanding. But we understand religion. We understand these things, but of people, of putting the power of the Most High God, Allah, whatever you want to call it, outside yourself, when we know it's within ourselves. We understand these things. But what I'm saying is, there's some good there. And to end the video, I don't want to be too long. To end the video, I'm not saying that I condone the things that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad did. I really don't have an answer for him with the girls. I really don't. And if anybody out there that's down with the Nation of Islam and y'all have, I don't have a defense for it because I don't know everything about it. I've heard so many different things, just to be honest. But to be honest again, I didn't really focus on it. I focused on the good things that he left, the discipline, doing for yourself, getting together with your own people and building something. There's some good things in those teachings. There's some powerful things there. I've seen it with my own eyes. It woke me up to consciousness. Now I'm on my path. I don't agree with a lot of things now as I grew older, but there's a core certain things that I'm gonna keep with the rest of my life. So, and to end it this, when I first got knowledge of self, man, I wanted to tell everybody. If you were a Christian and you were around me, or a Muslim or anybody, oh, I was gonna tear your ass up. I was gonna shoot you down and tear you up. Why you praying to this white Jesus and blah blah. I'll go in and in. And the older I got, I pulled back and I just had a different perspective. People are going to get it, man. They're going to get it. If not in this lifetime, they're going to get it in the next. They're going to know the truth. Sometimes this is people's level. What I'm saying is, what if someone has to go to Islam? At the beginning of their spirituality, they start there. Maybe they have to start there. Not everybody can handle, the occult science and all these things at once. You have to crawl first before you can walk, right? Maybe these people need to start at Islam. And eventually, like I said, if not in this lifetime, who knows how much lifetimes we've been here. They will get it. So, telling the truth, I'm not saying not to speak the truth and wake people up. You damn sure got to do it. And like I said, a lot of things that Pharaoh was bringing was on point, very on point. But I'm just trying to say that there's some good things there. A lot of people started from that, from the Nation of God's Earth and the Nation of Islam. A lot of people got into consciousness and came out of the Christianity church through there. So I think there's a lot of value there. And me personally, that saved my life. So I will always have some respect and gratefulness for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. All right. Regardless if he was a Mason, if Pharaoh Muhammad was white, if he was black, what did he teach? Did those teachings transform black people's lives? Not saying that it's perfect, not saying that you have to agree with everything in those lessons, but did it bring us up to another level that was better than when it wasn't instilled in us? I mean, we wasn't real bad fucking shape. But when he came and he gave these lessons, we started building black businesses and things like that. Now, when it comes to the money, Farrakhan, there's a lot of people that are in the Nation of Islam and don't run with Farrakhan. For instance, Brother Eric Muhammad. Everybody knows Brother Eric Muhammad out of Atlanta. Okay, there's a sect of people that just follow Honorable Elijah Muhammad's teachings. And then there's people that's under Farrakhan. There's a division there, even in the Nation of Islam. Now, I don't know about Elijah Muhammad being alive and escaping a death plot. I never believed that because I don't know. I just didn't have enough evidence for it. It just, I don't know. Not saying it's not impossible, but I don't know. But anyway, all I have to say is to end the video is that there's some good things there. I'm not saying don't teach, but I think he used what he had. That's all they had back then, I guess. that's all they had was Islam, and it was something different. We were stuck in the Christian church. It was all that they used what they had at the time. You know what I'm saying? And he's not perfect. I don't think any prophet, you can go back in the Bibles and all that, it is no prophet that was perfect. None. All right? But it's just there's some good there. So if y'all haven't seen the two, as you can see on the screen right here, y'all could go check it out. But I always wanted to ask Pharaoh, what this Allah, I'm not even trying to be funny, the Allah, I know his name is really like Pharaoh Allah. What is the Allah for? Were you part of the nation of gods and earth? Did you had to brush in with it? I don't think you ever explained that. I'd love to hear that. But powerful, I think you should have gone a little easy on the little brother Ben X. But Pharaoh, why y'all got this dude started, man? Why y'all got this dude started? Anyway, man, thank you guys for watching. You can leave comments what y'all think about it. Like I said, I was just saying my piece. There's some good things there, and a lot of good people came out of that movement. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, man. Peace.